It's a study and scientific proof that emotions are intertwined in all of our decisions. We make our decisions based on what we care about, which makes decision-making by definition an emotional process.
Do you want to achieve everything you've been dreaming of? What if you were told that everything is possible by making a minor change in your life? In our lives, communication plays an important role. It is a pity that many people with talent, skills, and necessary potential are left behind because they lack communication skills. Negotiation is the most important part of effective communication. It is an art, and if you master it, nothing will be impossible for you. In this video, we'll reveal 5 valuable lessons from former FBI agent Chris Voss that can elevate your negotiation skills. Keep watching until the end to develop your negotiation abilities to the extent that you can obtain everything you desire in life. Lesson number 1, understand first. In the world of negotiations, there's a fundamental truth. People simply want to feel heard and accepted. According to Chris Voss, the most budget-friendly yet powerful tool in negotiations is listening. By giving your ears a workout, you're not just hearing, you're showing empathy and a genuine interest in what the other side is going through. It might seem like a straightforward move, but you'd be surprised how many people miss the beat. Imagine this: listening intensely is like a secret sauce, a way to say, "I get you." However, in the world of negotiation, many people ignore this crucial step. Instead of soaking in the conversation, they're preoccupied with what they'll say next. Once the other side wraps up, it's pitch time without realizing the meaningful conversation that just occurred. The other party, feeling like their words fell on deaf ears, thinks, did they even listen? Perhaps you've been in a conversation where both sides are talking about different things. Negotiation storms brew when voices get louder. In this process of deal-making, everyone seeks 3 things: understanding, respect, and the prize of negotiation success. But when people don't listen, negotiations can get messy and not go smoothly. So, listening is your secret weapon. It's the force that pulls understanding, respect, and negotiation wins into your orbit. Miss this beat and your negotiation journey might take an unexpected detour. Lesson number 2, negotiation is not a battle. It is a discovery. For those stuck in their fighting mindset, drowning in their internal chatter, here's a wake-up call. Chris Voss advises to think of negotiation not as a clash of arguments, but as a journey to find out what the other side really wants. Whether it's money, time, respect, or recognition, the game plan for this journey involves a couple of handy tricks. First off, there's the power of a simple smile. When you flash a grin, it's like flipping a positivity switch in the other person's brain. We become 31% sharper in a positive state of mind, a boost that can make a real difference. On the other hand, being in a negative state of mind dulls our mental edge by 31%. So think of that smile as a secret handshake with the universe. Now let's talk about trick number 2, mirroring. It might feel a bit odd at first, but this trick can work wonders. Let's say your opponent says, "I have high expectations and want more money." You respond, "Want more money." It's like a verbal echo that gets the other side to open up. Mirroring is your behind-the-scenes pass to gather info about asking the direct question, "What did you mean by that?" A question that often gives the opponent a chance to rethink. Mirroring keeps the conversation flowing smoothly, coaxing out more info like a negotiation charm. But after mirroring, embrace the power of silence for at least 4 seconds to allow the other side to spill the beans willingly. It's a moment full of potential for effective negotiation. Lesson number 3, tactical empathy. Tactical empathy involves grasping the feelings and mindset of the other person and understanding the emotions that might hinder an agreement. Once you've pinpointed the emotion, the next move is to label it. Labeling means summarizing what your opponent shared, starting with phrases like, "it seems like," or "it sounds like." For instance, if your opponent is passionate about their students, you might say, It seems like you care a lot about your students. Then let the label work its magic in ensuing silence. Chris Voss states that labeling works for two reasons. First, it confirms that you've identified the right emotion. Second, it signals to your opponent that you genuinely understand them, strengthening the bond and making you more likable. In the world of negotiations, being liked increases the chances of striking a deal by 6 times. Empathy brings two minds together, fostering collaboration to solve the problem at hand. Now, add another move to your tactical empathy toolkit: diffusing negatives with labels. If your opponent carries negative feelings, anticipate them before the meeting and label them up front. For example, if your client is upset about missed deadlines, you might say, "It might seem like you're letting down and failing to keep our promises," and you might even be considering ending our business relationship. By acknowledging these negative thoughts, you align with your opponent's perspective, redirecting the focus from complaints to problem solving. Why play this card? Negative emotions and the fear of loss impact our brains 3 times stronger than positive vibes. By helping our opponent shake off those negative feelings, you set the stage for better results. It's not just a negotiation tactic, it's a strategic move to navigate emotions and steer the conversation towards solutions. Lesson number 4, start with no. Contrary to popular belief, aggressively pursuing a yes doesn't bring you closer to victory. Surprisingly, saying no marks the start of a negotiation, not the end. When you push for a yes, it often leads to a sense of commitment or feeling trapped. For example, if I ask, "Can we talk for 5 minutes?" and you say yes, your mind might immediately wander into concerns about the duration, potential pitches, and the desire to escape as soon as possible. This mental clutter hinders your focus on the negotiation. In contrast, starting with a no, like asking, "Is it a bad time to talk for 5 minutes?" makes it more likely that you'll respond with a no, suggesting an alternative time. Chris Voss reveals that beginning with no creates a sense of safety. You haven't committed to anything. Moreover, saying no hands control to you and allows you to dictate terms. Feeling in control sharpens your thinking, accelerates decision-making, and lets you concentrate on implementation without distractions. Lesson number 5, that's right. In negotiations, hearing the phrase, "that's right," is one of the most powerful affirmations. To get this response, simply repeat your opponent's words. This idea, suggested by Chris Voss, may seem simple, even basic, but it works effectively. It boosts the other side's empathy. When you hear, "that's right," you can be confident that the deal is nearing completion. This phrase is said when we completely understand. However, a word of caution: if you get a response like, "you are right," consider it a red flag. The difference between these two phrases might seem minor, but the implications are substantial. "You're right" is often a sign that the person is trying to dismiss you or conclude the conversation. Dealing with people can be challenging. Even if you excel in your role, lacking strong personal skills can make the work environment tough. It emphasizes the importance of honing your people skills, as effective communication and understanding can significantly impact your success at work. These 5 valuable lessons from former FBI agent Chris Voss are essential if you truly want to achieve everything in your life. Implement them, and the results will surprise you.